Okay, I'm back in my kitchen today. Oh me, I got a scratch on my arm. Just waiting on y'all to join me in my kitchen. I know, I told y'all yesterday that I wouldn't be here. Hi Brenda, good to see you. I told y'all yesterday I wasn't going to be here today because I thought I was going on a trip. I've got so many bruises on my arm, I got to quit showing my arms today. I bruise real easy, so I've been working a lot. Brenda, if this is your first time to join me, I think this is video number 5. I'm just showing people sort of how I cook on my diet, and I've got stuff I'm going to cook here in a minute. But everybody asks me, what do you eat? Well, so I've just been showing them the simple things you just put together. It's not hard. I don't cook complicated stuff. Hi, Anna. So I'm just sort of waiting on a few to join. I had told them yesterday, I just did a chat video yesterday and told them that I wasn't going to be on today because I thought I was going on a trip. And Gary and I changed our mind because he's going to go with me this afternoon instead of me going this morning. So I'm waiting on a call from my walking partner, and we're going to be walking pretty soon. So I thought, well, I better get lunch on because Gary eats like I do now. He's lost over 35 pounds in the last 3 months by eating just sort of like I do. Only difference in him, I don't worry about the calories. I just balance his meals. He eats healthy. I took him off of carbonated drinks, and I said I took him off. He put his diet in my hands. He said, I'll do what you say, because he was desperate. He was needing guidance. And he said, will you help me? I said, I certainly will. So I said, number 1, we don't buy any more Diet Cokes, because he was buying like 3 of those big cases of Diet Cokes a week. And he was going through them pretty fast. And I used to be the same way, so I understood. But I said, eliminate the carbonated drinks, start drinking water. He said, oh, I don't think I can do that. So I added flavoring to it. But I'll show you what I got a little bit. I sort of searched online, and I found, and I know this is sort of backwards, because if I dare touch my iPad, I'm going to lose it. It's going to fall over and I'll have trouble. But I found these Stur, it's S-T-U-R, all natural ingredients. This one happens to be a bold blue and blackberry, and he don't care what flavor it is as long as it's got a flavor in it. It's got high antioxidants, and he needed something like this at the time. So I started just ordering this. I ordered it regularly on Amazon. You know, I should get a commission for everything I'm advertising on these cook videos, but you know, maybe they'll send me a box or 2 if they see this. But I think this is really helping. This is one of the things we have to really watch what kind of artificial sugar we put in, and I think this is stevia. So this is a very healthy water flavor for him. I don't care for the flavor. I like just water. The only flavor that I use is I put real lemon in my water, and try to drink at least 2 of these a day, and strictly for the lemon juice in it, because I think it's very healthy for the liver. Okay, we still need some people coming on in, but if you don't make it in for the live, I'm going to replay this Wednesday, and this is not my gadget day. I told you I'm going to show you all my little gadgets. I'm still planning to do that Wednesday or Thursday, but today I'm going to just fix a quick lunch for Gary, and I'm not sure what vegetable I'll put with it. I may make him a light salad, but I'm going to just show you the main part of the meal. What it is I got a package of the smoked turkey ballpark franks. Why these? Well, for one frank is 45 calories. So one of these is only 45 calories. Of course, I'm going to fix the whole package because I'm going to add sauerkraut. And a lot of people, even though I know all you cooks know this secret, but you'd be surprised how many people don't know just some of the simple stuff that makes your food better. So I'm going to show you what I did to my sauerkraut. I'm going to start chopping up my wieners, which they call franks, and I'm just going to make them into light pieces. Now, if I was going to eat this, I cut it up to where that about 2 of these franks is about 10 of these pieces each. So I could eat about 20 of these, and that would be 80 calories. And I really count my calories every day because it seems to be working for me. But I don't worry about that with Gary. I just make sure that he eats healthy because he's a man. He needs more calories than I do. He doesn't walk, as far as like I do. He walks a lot at work, but he doesn't. Now, I made that a little bit big, but I'm not going to eat these much. I may not eat them at all. I'm mainly fixing them for Gary. And sometimes, even when I fix for him and I don't worry about the portion size, I just go ahead and fix it because I may go back and fix myself just an individual amount. Well, I know exactly how many calories I'm eating. And it's just been helping me to do that. Of course, I have a Fitbit. You see my Fitbit? I have a Fitbit Blaze. I don't know what I did there this morning. I don't know when I did that. I just injure myself all the time. Hi, Kelly. I missed you this weekend. I sling this knife around when I'm talking. Okay. Glad you're here. And Velma, glad to see you. And if I don't look up and see your name, I'll see it later, and then I'll say hello to you. But I'm slicing up these franks, and they're only 45 calories a frank, the smoked turkey franks, ballpark. And I'm fixing the whole package, and I'm going to add sauerkraut to it. And they are delicious. Gary can just about eat the whole pan. When he comes in for lunch, he'll eat a good amount of them. And they don't last very long when Gary's around. But it's helping him to be healthy. He's eating healthy, and he is surprised. That's Carla, my daughter. I'm going to put her on speaker and let her say something. Shoot, get her back. Hello, Carla. You're on live video.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. Can y'all hear that? Yeah, and Kelly's on watching me. Say hi, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
And Sarah just joined. Did you need to talk to me about anything? I'll be through here in about 30 minutes.
It's fine.
Okay.
Call me back when you get done.
I will. What are you eating for lunch today?
I brought them all up here. I'll make my choice in about an hour, but probably the beans and greens.
The beans and greens. That sounds like a good choice. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye. I cooked for Carla and Carol Ann, and this afternoon I'm going to meet Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I'm going to meet Sarah, and I'm going to take her some food. Now, these are my kids. I cook for my kids. Don't be telling me to bring you a bunch of food. You can do this yourself. Hi, Andrea. Way down there in Texas. Glad to see you, my cousin. Okay, so I've chopped up all of my, and I know this is backwards, and if I touch my iPad, it's going to go crazy. But it's the smoked turkey ballpark franks. Only 45 calories for one whole frank. And so I learned this little trick when I was on Weight Watchers back in the 70s. I was pregnant with Carla, and I didn't want to gain weight. And so I went on Weight Watchers for 9 months, and I lost 5 pounds. I never gained a pound while carrying her. So I was thinking, boy, when I have Carla, I'm going to really be slim. Well, I wasn't. I just didn't gain any weight. But that helped. And Weight Watchers is good if you want to go on that. I didn't have a problem with it. That was really the only time I went on Weight Watchers, and it was very helpful. But it taught me a different way of cooking it, and I've hung on to a lot of that. Hey, Ann, glad you're here. And we're cooking ballpark franks, smoked turkey, 45 calories per frank. And now I'm going to show you how we're going to add the sauerkraut. I'm going to go ahead and prepare the sauerkraut. I don't want to use that bow. Let me get my bow. I didn't have this quite ready. Y'all remember my little white bow? I use it a lot. Okay, and I'm going to, and I've used a little bit of this out, so I've got pretty much a whole jar. I've used probably, I don't know, that much. Okay, got my little handy colander, and I'm going to dump this in my colander. I can do it without dropping the... Come on, let me put it in the bowl here. There we go. Got it out. I never do have my spatula. Y'all learning me, aren't you? Okay. Take a little of that out. Okay, now I'm going to rinse all this vinegar and that tart taste off of the sauerkraut. Couldn't remember what I had. Okay, here we go. Just rinse it off really, really, really good. You mainly just wanting the cabbage, but it's still sauerkraut because it's been preserved or whatever you call it. I'm not good at all these big words, so y'all just learn me. I just do. I know what I do and I know what works. And everybody wants to know, what do you eat? So I'm showing you. And, you know, have you noticed that when you tell everybody what you're fixing, and they go, you know, you could put this in it, and you could put this other thing in it, and you could make it more tasty. You could add cheese. You could, and not the sauerkraut, but other stuff. You could add cheese. You could add gravy. You could add, all that stuff just adds calories. So if you can find a meal that just tastes good without very many calories, that's what you're looking for. Okay, I've got a pretty good rinse on this sauerkraut. And just sort of squeeze the water out. Okay, I have rinsed off my sauerkraut. And that takes that really sort of sour taste off of it. I don't remember who taught me that little trick, but it was a good one. Okay, now what I've got to do is I've got to go over to the stove. Now, if I lose you, I'll come right back. And y'all don't look at my arm. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, I'm going to take my iPad and move it over here to the stove so y'all can see. Oh, I did it. Oh, almost. It's not going to fall. No, you're not going to fall. Oh, it's not. Hang on. I did this while ago in practice and it worked, but it ain't working now. Okay, now, we got it? I can just keep it from falling. Okay, I'll use this burner. No, I'll use this one. Okay, it's a small burner, but with cast iron, it don't matter what size burner because it's still going to burn evenly. I love my cast iron. So I'm going to turn the fire on. If I still got an audience. Oh, Sarah says, now you know what you've been doing wrong? Oh, yeah, it makes your sauerkraut a lot more tasty. Is that what you're talking about? Okay, turn my burner on. I'm going to sort of turn it up pretty high so it'll get heated up real quick. And this time I'm going to measure my oil because I may eat a little bit of this myself. So I try to measure a little bit. Let's see. And I'll use some Pam in here also. So that's 1 tablespoon. I think that may be all I need. Because it's going to coat those franks pretty good. Okay, Sarah, is that what you was talking about? I've got 11 people in the room, so glad you're here. We're cooking smoked turkey franks and sauerkraut. That's all, and it's really tasty. And so if you didn't see the beginning of this, go back and watch it. You'll see how I did the sauerkraut. Okay, so we're going to get the wieners over here. This is the turkey franks. I'm going to wait and let that oil just get a little bit more. Don't want it to get too hot. Don't want it to sizzle hot. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding these franks. Oh yeah, just right. Just sort of cook them up a little bit. Don't have to do very much. Just enough to sort of brown them on each side. And I have my, almost dropped it to the floor. I have my drained sauerkraut ready to go. Once that, and it's still draining a little bit of water out. Let me pour that water. Okay, still draining a little bit of water out. So I rinse that off really good to take that vinegary taste off, and it's not so sour. And we're just gonna, and I put 1 tablespoonful of baby oil in here. And I don't think I even need to put any Pam in it. I love my cast iron. I went to a flea market the other day with Carol Ann. We went up to Cersei to meet Sarah. And we found this flea market on the highway off on the right, just as you get into Cersei. I'd never been there before. And I found a booth that had hundreds of cast iron. I took a picture. It was like cast iron heaven. And if I wasn't about to move and fixing to, Gary's retiring, so I'm trying to not spend so much money, so I didn't buy anything, but I sure would have liked to. Still may go back sometime and buy one. Hey, if y'all know, hey, my family, here's a note. You want to buy me something for Christmas? You know I love cast iron. Even when I don't use it to cook in, I decorate with it. And it would look pretty in my new kitchen when I get it. Going to be moving probably the end of this year. Jeff's going to build me a house. He's going to give me more counter space. I've sort of lost track of what everybody's saying. I've got 9 here, so two of you left. But y'all can come back. I know a lot of you don't have time to just stay and watch me cook. You can go back and watch the video. I believe I've started numbering my videos so you can keep up. I believe this is number 5. At church yesterday, Jeff preached a sermon, and it was cute. Not just cute, it was very good. But he used a little cartoon where I believe it was like Charlie Brown or Peanuts or one of them. I don't know that cartoon very well, but they were in a class and they was listening to the teacher, and all they could hear was wah 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 wah. And the girl that was in the cartoon would sleep like that. It was funny. But his illustration there was to point out that a lot of people, when they come to church, they just turn you off and they're not listening. And all they hear is wah, 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 wah. I thought that was really good. Kelly, you missed it. But I came home, then Gary got tied up at work and he wasn't able to go to church. And when I came home and he come in from work, on the way he called and he said, and every once in a while I treat him and let him have a cheeseburger. I do. And it seems to, on the weekend, is, just don't add any fries, don't add anything with it, just get your, I don't think it's even got cheese on it, just a hamburger. So he called and I said, hey Gary, just stop by Wendy's and get me a small chili, because there's 160 calories in a small chili at Wendy's. So I said, get me a small chili and go ahead and get you a hamburger. Oh, okay. He was tickled over that because he's going to get to eat a hamburger. So he comes in and he brings me, this is just about ready. I'm going to go ahead and, I'm not going to forget where I am on the story. I'm going to dump the sauerkraut right on top of that. And you see that? Just stir it in. Oh, and you can hear that cooking. Now I'm going to turn the fire down, and I'm just going to let that sort of steam together. And so, Sarah, do you like sauerkraut and Wendy's? If you do, I'll save you some of these and bring you some of these this evening when I see you. Because Gary will probably eat half of this. I'll have half of it left. That's a big amount, but he will. He's a big eater, especially for lunch. But this is not going to hurt him. You got 5 calories per serving in the sauerkraut. You've got 45 calories per every 10 of these little things in here. So, it's not a whole lot of calories in this. I didn't really count up, if you eat the whole package of Wendy's, how many calories it would be, but you can figure it out. 10, I believe 9 or 10 in a package. How many is it? Let's see. There are 8 turkey franks in this package at 45 calories. Now you figure it out. And then the sauerkraut, you can't, 5 calories per serving. It's not hardly anything. Now I've got look how good that looks. I've got the fire turned down. I'm going to get my lid. And I just put a lid on it and I'll just let it simmer. And we're done. Now I'm ready to go walk as soon as my partner comes. Back to my story. So I told him to stop by and get a hamburger and get me a small chili, because I was really counting my calories because I didn't walk much yesterday. He walks in with his hamburger and a large chili. You know what I said? Wah, 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 wah. He didn't listen. He only heard hamburger. And he in the background, yeah, she wanted chili, but he didn't hear the small part. You know what I ate? I ate a large chili. My scale went up a little bit. I had lost, and it went up a little bit this morning, but it does that anyway. You lose about 2, if wherever you are, you may lose 2 or 3 pounds, and then you go back 1 or 2, and then you lose another 2 or 3 pounds, and then you go back 1 or 2. So that's sort of the way your weight fluctuates. It just does that, but eventually you keep working. It's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. But you just have to be determined and got your mind made up and tell yourself that you've got to feed your body the right ingredients to stay healthy. It makes you feel good. It gives you energy. then you'll be just like me, wanting to talk all the time. I hope you enjoyed this. This is sort of a short video, only to show you the franks and the sauerkraut. I hope you fix it for lunch. And when Gary comes in, if I'm not here, he'll just fix it for himself. I'm glad you came. If you came in on the very tail end of this, go back and see the whole video. God bless you. Have a good day.